welcome back, everybody. One thing that I wanted to add, I'm sorry we cut off. Remember I told you it's coming down outside, rain, thunder, lightning, the whole nine.
We got struck.
It just hit the internet. But if you're back with us, I want to add one thing to you. If you've been in the printing business or you're thinking about getting in the printing business, don't. It is absolute slave labor. And for the money, it is not worth it, I can tell you that.
I'll give you a story about this. I worked with a sign company, right? But before that, we were a legal discovery firm. And it's still around. Pro Legal Copies is still downtown Pensacola. It's the premier place for an attorney to go to. But we copied things and printed things and stuff, and I'm telling you, it's one by one. Yeah. Now, your type of printing was different. We
had that too.
What I'm saying is, you had a different style of printing, like books and stuff. You could print and bind things like that.
Well,
that lasted a short period of time. We were old A.B. Dick press, and then we had the copy machines as well.
Yeah, we had.
It wasn't until the very end where we went in.
10 of these, like this size copy machines, all the way down like that.
Well, I think printing has advanced so much that we wouldn't even recognize it.
It's more of the scanning now.
Fabric is moving that direction too. Yeah. Fabric is finally getting to the point where it's cost effective enough to do digital printing.
That's digital printing.
We're going to talk about that, by the way. We're going to talk about that when we get that. But Mom, I want you to continue because there's still a lot of people that don't know you. So printing business.
So we went from the printing business so that I could help pay for, Dad's schooling.
And he's at. If I cut you off, it's because I just want to know something. An excerpt, and I don't mean to interrupt. He's at Pensacola Christian, right?
Correct.
He's at the Pensacola Christian College, which is one of the largest in the country.
Christian schools, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So. Somehow or another, we always thought that God was going to put us in some ministry afterwards. I don't know if it was going to be the Christian school or another pastorate or whatnot, but as things progressed, God found us. Well, actually, it probably started with my mother. I can just blame her right now because as we were doing the printing business, she came in and she said to John, who in the printing business, we had to invent products to make things easier, not to sell.
Always innovating.
Always innovating, always inventing, but not for the market, but just for ourselves.
To make it easier.
Because relatively, you want things easy for yourself, and we can make it easier. What is that? Work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
So, Mom came in one time, and she said, John, these little round razor blades that women use for cutting, can you make something that would sharpen those? And John said, sure, Graham, no problem. I'm telling you, he went into his room, probably within a half an hour came out, Rule Goldberg. I don't know if the ladies are out there know who he was.
Same day, but he had, he made it, and he had made it like that, with something like that, and went into a man's tool. I said, no, John, you need something that a woman can hold. And he came out, that's what he came out with.
So I think it was quite a while. You went home, you used it, you said it worked, and we didn't do anything. We went on with our business, and then you came back and said, John, when are we going to go into business selling these? And I, along with John, said, Graham, no. I said, Graham, of course we refer to her as Graham because of the kids. I don't know anybody that sews, and I don't know anybody that knows anybody that sews. She went home, came back, she says, at that time, we're talking 30 years ago, how does 16 million quilters sound to you? 16 million, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So we had no concept. We thought that grandmothers and they taught their daughters, but it wasn't, it wasn't like a business.
It wasn't big business.
It wasn't big business.
Oh.
Little did we know. It was very, very big business.
Famous words there.
So,
little did we know.
It's grown so much since then too. But
I think our expression was, that's the horse of a different color.
Yep.
If it's 16 million, even if you sold
one to every quilter.
1,000, you're like, we sold 1,000 of these things, but 16 million people.
Of course, it's tripled.
Now,
It's tripled. But that's how we started to get into the sewing and quilting part of
by a sharpener.
And it wasn't actually our thought to do this. but God
But that's
works
a God
in
thing.
mysterious
That's
ways.
Yes, it is.
He sure does. So, I'm just going to make it short because this could go on long.
No,
I
Mom,
have
we
a
have-
lot
Mom,
of stories.
we have-
No,
we have
I know,
plenty of
but I'm
time.
not going to
You
do
have the
that.
floor.
We started thinking, observing, and watching people because we'd gone to a trade show with the sharpeners, and we saw people were having a difficulty with cutting. And John came home and said, "There must be an easier, more ergonomic way that women
To
can
use a
cut
cutter."
without
Well, they
all the
started-
pressure on the neck and the
Well,
arm and the
he saw a glorified pizza cutter.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
They started talking, the women talking to the women at these trade shows, how tired they got cutting.
Okay.
but that's not where I want to go. What I want to say is when we came, he said, boom, he formed the cutter. We had the cutter made. It came quickly. John and I were out at trade shows. Valerie was back at the ranch packing, and I said to John, I got an idea, and I think this is going to go big. You know that good-looking guy we have at home,
Oh,
the
thank
son?
you.
I said, I bet you he's got a friend. And you know what all these women would love? To have a couple of
That was a
boys.
good call too, 'cause
Yeah, would love
I
to.
don't know about the good looking part, but man, I loved to talk back then, even back then.
Yeah, I said, I think marketing strategy, I'm always behind the scenes, but the marketing strategy was two good-looking boys. Now, I thought I did a good job because I went to one show and sold 100 cutters. I thought,
good.
well,
really good.
I thought that was really
like, who's
great.
gonna beat
and,
that? Yeah.
And I hated every minute of it. Because, you know, I think you can sell other people's, I can sell other people's products. I just can't sell my own because I don't know if it's, why.
I know. Hey, look, just a quick note. When Marsha comes to a trade show and I've got a customer in front of me, it's like Marsha, do you mind if I throw this in there? And she's like, Brian. And I'm like, hey, it's better to ask in front of her while she's got to say yes.
But anyways, so the very first trade show, we flew David up on a dime, you know, to get up there. The problem was
Flew me to the wrong city.
I
I haven't heard this.
I flew him to Detroit instead of Chicago.
Detroit, we love you. You're in Chicago.
And so I'm on the phone because next day he's got to be there. I said, David, where are you? He says, well, I'm standing right here. I said, I'm standing here. Are you at number 5 for the checkout for the
Oh, okay.
luggage? Yeah, I'm standing at, David, you can't be standing at 5. I'm standing at, well, Mom, I'm standing at 5. Are you at Delta? Yes, I'm at Delta. Well, David, no, you're not standing here. Yes, I am.
They're sitting there arguing
Then all
with
of a
each other.
sudden, ding, 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 ding.
Welcome to Detroit.
David, are you in Chicago? No, I'm in Detroit. So here we go. We have to scramble to figure out how to get him from Detroit to Chicago. But when he did come with Charlie, I don't know if you know Charlie, the first aid?
nuh-uh.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
So
you know Charlie.
Do I know?
Yeah, Charlie Peterson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Charlie and Dave came, and the first day they just blew our socks off because they sold so many, and the ladies were just like, I don't care what you have to sell. Give me 2. I'll stand in line
much
all
are
day.
you?
Let me share this though. At the end of the day, that might have been part of it, and I think that was brilliant marketing on my mom's part. But I want to add this too: the product's not too shabby either.
No.
When you
no,
use
right.
the product, and I had at this time I had already used it. I had played with it around the office. No, this wasn't my job at the time. This was a marketing idea by my mom. But I had already predetermined that belief in my heart that that product was good. So when I was able to go to that show, I was able to take my personal
Wholeheartedly.
belief and then know that. And I do that with I don't know about you, but I do that with all the products because
Yep.
as a salesperson, if you don't have belief or
Oh,
confidence
that's
in
correct.
that product, I don't care how good it is or how bad it is, you're not ever going to be able to sell it.
Nope.
You have to believe in what you're selling because you wear it on your face whether you know it or not when you're showing
It's
it.
like
That is true. That is true.
When someone, if somebody new comes into our environment, or you never can teach somebody the belief in a product. And, like I was telling you, there's 110% belief in everything that we do as a Martelli product. It exudes off those people that do that way.
Yeah.
You can't fake that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why Martelli products, all in all, is because I tell everybody this. This is kind of how I present things. And I'll use this analogy. Okay, folks, we don't wake up one day and just say, hey, we're going to make a rotary cutter today and sell it.
That's right.
We develop the rotary cutter off the shortcomings of other brands. Now, I don't sit there and name names, and I don't sit there and knock other products. We don't have to.
No need to.
But the products that we develop are based off of shortcomings that all the other products. So rest assured, if we even decide to bring something to market, it's already been drawn, it's been vetted, it's been tested, and we already know it's the best thing since sliced bread when we bring it on the market.
Right.
So that's where that confidence comes from. It's not just, hey, we make it, let's try it. It's we made it, we try it, it's vetted and tested.
We don't
already
sling
know.
something out there to see if it sticks on the wall.
No.
We don't. There's nothing, and it slide off and like, oh, well, that didn't work
Well,
out.
try
No,
it
no, no.
again.
Yep, no.
Well, if it does, it doesn't come to market.
That's-
It never
Because we have done
we
some
will
things.
try.
But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
the vetting process.
Yes, yep.
And so
There has been failed
we are an
products.
outside the box company. We look at things outside the
Yeah.
box as
Yeah.
as a whole, and it's beautiful to do that because it's pure product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to deviate a little bit,
Yeah,
too.
go ahead.
You know, I hate this saying, it takes a village. I hate that more than anything. But it does.
Yes.
It does.
And it seems like the family all fits in a certain niche.
Yep.
And not just family, our employees.
Yeah.
Every employee, every family member has a unique job to fulfill. And if it wasn't for all of us, we wouldn't be where we are today.
I can't do book work. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you said, "Hey, Dave, we need you to switch gears a little bit today. I need to put you in. I need to put you in travel logistics." We would fail.
And there's
miserably.
where Stephanie comes in
Stephanie's
so
brilliant
good.
at it,
That
so,
she's
yeah.
so organized that I wish and prayed I had that gift. But otherwise he would have gone to Chicago and not Detroit.
Exactly. Point in case. Point in case.
He hung out in 8 Mile.
And Jessie, a granddaughter, she does great with the website.
Oh, yeah. I was telling her that. I said, "You're a graphic designer, and you didn't have a graphic design because
Yeah.
I did that for Michael
Yeah,
Larson.
yeah.
I didn't know, but
Yeah.
and she's so good at it too.
And Valerie is a get her done.
She is.
If you have anything that you need to have done,
done.
she's the girl
it's-
to go to.
it's
You
like-
know, and she knows how to do it.
That's right.
And it takes a certain kind of personality and tenacity to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
And I'm just thank God, and I don't seeing the big picture where every part of our family, whether it's employees or my mom or my sister-in-law Margie's actually the one that gave the idea of the window for the fussy cuts.
I always tell people that's like the paper clip to me.
Yeah.
Or the Post-it note.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that? That's
Yeah.
such a simple thing.
It really,
And it's
really is.
it's
By the way, I saw
Yeah.
somebody come out with a hexagon with a fussy cut the other day.
No
Somebody-
way.
I swear to you. Yeah, I'll have to find the picture of it. But and that's a compliment. We get things knocked off left
Yeah.
and right all the time, but we're always the one leading the industry.
Yep.
So
Yep.
let me expound a little bit on that one point where you talk. What are the odds of being able to have one family? See, this is why I truly believe this was a predestined plan by God Himself, because we had one family with not many people in it. You have 5 people in the family, and then everything that is needed to run a successful company, you have a single person that they're dynamic at that one thing that you need, and all of those things are really, really crucial. You just don't find that. So that's why I think, and I even, there's been times when we first started in this, I'd prayed, I'd be like, you know what? I wanted to be called in ministry at one point in time, but you know what? That's not me. I'm not Dad. I don't know the Greek and the Hebrew and the Bible and the Scripture inside and out like Dad. So I said, you know what? You can take me and use me in this industry. Well, I will tell you, I would be willing to wager, if I was a betting man, that I've had just as many opportunities to share the gospel and share stories that were what's the word I'm looking for?
Heart
Yeah,
touching.
heart touching and heartfelt that can actually change people's life. And I'm going to give you a quick one real quick. And I don't know if I told the story, but Brian and I were on the phone, what was it, a week and a half ago?
Yeah.
And, we have our fabric sale every week, and, we do this dumb thing where we joke and we have a good time and we banter back and forth. But one of the things that we do is when we have our sheets of paper that shows you the lot number, we crumple it up
And we
and
throw
we
it in a
toss
basket.
it in the basket, right?
And like a basketball, we try to we try to see who won that.
You're
And
fun.
we have fun, yeah.
so there was.
He's trying to score points.
Right.
We do.
And you know how competitive me and him are.
So we
shows.
we crumple this up, we throw it in the trash can. This lady calls up and she's just bawling, happy tears, and she says, and she goes through a story, and she's like, you don't know this, but I went through a divorce, and there was some abuse going on there,
Yeah.
and she said, you don't understand what kind of effect you have on people. She said, every time when you crumple that piece of paper up and you throw it in that trash can, she said, I mentally, all the abuse that was done to me. She said, I crumple that abuse up.
She
in my
writes it
head.
down.
She writes it down, she crumples it up, and she throws it away.
And it's
Wow.
like that's going away. She goes, and for whatever reason, that inspired me to do a simple little throwing pieces of paper while we're all just having fun, right?
Yep.
That little thing, and that's the way that you're saying though, bud.
Yeah.
That hey, that's how you can speak to somebody without being in
Without
the
saying a
ministry,
word.
without
Without
saying
even
a word.
saying a
Yeah.
word.
A
Yeah.
piece of paper that we
Yeah.
do and have fun with that is insignificant to 99% of everybody else.
It touched that one
It
person.
touched that one, and it broke us down.
Oh,
You
yeah.
talking about
we both
leveling
actually
out?
We actually
Yeah.
both shed some tears.
Yeah.
Well,
Could I-
David, I do think that that's why God has blessed this company, is because to God be the honor.
There is no doubt.
Every single person will give the Lord.
I mean, I'm going to take it a step further, Graham. There was one person that said, well, you can't talk about, politics and religion. And what's one person told me at the very beginning, especially for the Martelli Quilters group. I said, you're absolutely right. Thank God I don't belong to any religion.
Yeah.
It's about a
That's a good
relationship.
answer.
It's about
Good
a personal
answer.
relationship, with your
answer.
Creator. And everybody has their own personal relationship in their own ways. But I never let that deter me from starting a group. And, my mom was very supportive of it, because most people in most companies, they'd be scared to death to go to that
They've
place.
allowed themselves to become that way.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, being Martelli, of course, is our reality show, and we have it on PureFlix, and we're
It's on
excited
now,
about that.
by the way, and you can get a 30-day free trial, by the way. PureFlix, PureFlix, by the way.
Right.
When you're done, I have a funny story. Go ahead.
And we could have gone to other
Avenues,
avenues and platforms. And one of the requirements were don't speak much about the God, don't,
Yes.
and we're not trying to be politically correct. We're just trying to live out our faith.
You're being you.
We're being who we are. Now, that doesn't mean people can't be who they are.
Right, but you're not wanting a certain company or a program or a platform to demand you to
Of course.
form something different.
No,
And
I just
PureFlix
want-
didn't allow be you.
Be you, be who you are. And I think one thing about the Martelli family is very clear. They can't hide who they are.
That's true.
They wear it on their sleeves, and you pretty well
But that's
can.
emotion right there.
Yep.
That's emotion.
Well, it's Italian. It's emotion.
It's Italian. It's
and
if y'all, they will be fighting 1 minute, and then the same minute of the fight, hey, where are we going to lunch?
yeah, I think that was my
Beautiful.
first experience with John's family. It took him probably 6 months to get me to go into the family to even sit down. I was quite a shy person. When I did, I think we had supper there. His sister was yelling at him. The brother was yelling at the mother. The father was yelling. I mean, it was like culture shock
you're
to
there.
me. And I'm like, And then 5 minutes later, they're laughing and joking and pass me the bread, and that's the Italian in them. But real quick, I think, David, I'd just like to be able to shout out to everybody that's in a position that's family.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
that-
Go ahead. This is your floor is yours. Go.
Okay, so if we go to the manufacturing, you probably talked to him a lot, it would be Shane. He's the one that does the CNC, get your tables out, make sure that they're shipped on time.
Veteran.
Sometimes we have so many tables it's not even funny, and he manages to get them out before people even expect them to be delivered.
Absolutely.
Right, and
he
he's
still serves. He still
He's a
serves the
veteran.
military.
yes, and he serves in the military, right. His wife is Jessie, the one that does the website. And she does an outstanding job. Of course, she's my granddaughter. Stephanie is the one that does logistics.
That's right. She takes.
I would
everything.
not want her job.
No way.
And she does
Oh, talking
She's-
about an interior decorator. She's
Yeah.
got a second. She can do. She can have a career right now.
She could. She just has the eye for how things should look. In fact, if you've ever seen any of our educational classes being filmed, You'll see the nice background where she's the one that actually set that up. So she does a good job. Then there's Valerie that's all around, just get her done, works as hard, if not harder than anybody in the company.
Workhorse.
Yet,
Virgin horse.
Yes.
yet she's the one that gets the classes all together and all that kind of stuff. Then who has Ryan? Ryan is Steffi's husband, and he's an all-around, whatever you need, they're pulling at him to get things done. Just anything. He's a
had great ideas too.
Yeah, he's multitask.
He's had great ideas.
He does.
Multitask. I mean, you could ask Ryan, and he somehow finds a way to get that done for you as well.
Yeah. Then we have
Melissa.
Melissa.
Melanie.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Oh.
She's making sure everybody.
Melissa.
Mom's had this one.
Yeah. Then we
That's
have
Graham for you.
Brian, who is Valerie's husband, who works in the long arm. He works tediously to get those things down, and if you have problems, he's the one to call. He has all the answers. He knows those inside and out. Of course, you know my husband invent things, and I like to say I'm right beside him because I love to listen to him, and I can pretty well understand where he's going. He's got some unbelievable things coming out that we're excited about. Then we have Melody, which is Valerie's daughter-in-law. She works in the distribution and wholesale. So if you get a call in your store or that, you will get her on the phone or just answering the phone with a pleasant voice and chatting with you. Then, is that everybody here for the family dynamics?
Family-wise, yeah.
Family-wise. And then we go over the storefront where David's located. And my office is there too, more or less. I've been kind of absentee, but it is there. So David works really, really hard, as well as being a personality on Talking Martelli and the fabric sales. And he has his wife Shannon. Without Shannon, he wouldn't be able to do what he does. I mean, she's
100%
she's
truth.
the brains behind that operation over there. And you have your daughter-in-law. I mean, not daughter-in-law. Your daughter Tori, and anybody else?
No,
that's it.
Yeah.
And then we have people that aren't family that are like family, like Brian, who's been with us. I can't tell you how long, right?
Yeah, it's been that long, huh?
Right. It's been a long time.
2013.
She won't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Linda Winter.
Around there.
has been Linda has been with us
Linz.
actually what?
Yeah.
Over 20 years.
Yeah. Joe Allen.
Danny. Now I know we're going to leave people out because it's so.
Yeah, well, Lynn, who's my sister-in-law.
Lynn Martelli that actually does the quilts.
If you've never, and there's lots of people that send her quilts from all over. If you are really looking for someone that does an amazing job, Lynn is the person that you want to go to. She's absolutely amazing, and she's a lot like my mom, very humble. You wouldn't know she's as good as what she is when she quilts, but very, very good. Very good. But I think that's it for the family.
And then, of course, your brother, who's the smart one, because he's an engineer and has his own firm and doesn't work with family, but yet he's still behind the family supporting, right?
Oh, let me write that one down.
And then we have our David has up-and-coming kids in school, Brookie, who will probably be quite dynamic because she's already gifted.
She's going to school. That's what she's going to do. She's going to go to school and learn something.
And then your daughter Ashley, who's proud because she's an RN.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
weirdly enough, that ties together with me again because Ashley's kids.
Yeah.
My wife Nicole has babysat them since they were
little.
infants, and we still have Adeline.
And David wouldn't
Yeah,
want to boast on this, but his daughter just got accepted into nurse practitioner school, and she's young, and it's very unheard of.
I bet her $1,000 that she wouldn't complete school.
Yep.
And I'm $1,000 mo broke.
And you're hey,
You know what?
and
I loved
would-
every second
That's
of handing
right.
that
Yeah.
money
And
over.
give her an extra dollar.
Every second.
Yeah. So
I knew she had the smarts. The smarts wasn't even it. She's a lot like me. Her attention span gets focused here and then here. So I am extremely, extremely proud of that child. Extremely proud.
well, I think we got Zeke back there
yeah.
that has
Zeke?
been with us for a long time, and he's the one that makes everything
You know what I
look
like
good
about
a lot.
Zeke
And
is
Jimmy,
I like Zeke is great because he literally knows everything he's going to do ahead of time.
Yeah, he's very organized too.
So much ahead of time.
Yeah.
We never put anything on him last minute ever.
Yep. And Jimmy, I got to say something about Jimmy, because even though he's there filming in the background, you hear his voice all the time.
His velvet voice.
And it always adds to what you guys are doing in the fabric sales.
That's right. Tracy,
You know?
how about Tracy's been with us a while over
she
there.
has. She's been there with day one.
That's right. So
She
we've
has.
got, hey,
And
it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. We all have the little pieces. Now we have the bigger pieces.
Now I'm going to go and I'm going to say, oh darn, I forgot to say this one and that one and this
You'll
one
have
and
to
that
come
one.
back.
And
You'll
then,
have to
and
come
then
back.
Miss Frawling said, don't forget about Lisa. So.
Lisa.
Oh,
and
Miss Lisa. And
I'll
we
tell you,
all-
that lady is talented.
She's super
She
talented.
has talent coming out her
She
ears.
oozes talent.
She does. Unbelievable.
Here's how awesome this episode's been. We have, oh wait, 10, okay. No,
No, so
we're good.
Let me,
Jimmy?
yeah, we're good. I do want to mention a few things. Okay, I'm glad we spent the time, letting everybody know about
Right.
everybody in this company. That way, you have a little piece of that. But I want to talk. I want to ask Mom some questions. Yeah, we still got plenty of time, Jimmy.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to run through the break is what he's going to say. We are having such
Yeah.
a good time. We're going to run through
Yep,
it.
that sounds good. All right, so, Mom, I want to talk about this. We started going off on a tangent. We wanted to get into being Martelli, which is a great reality show. Then we want to get into Talking Martelli, and I'm like, Mom, Talking Martelli would be great. We'd have a lot of people be able to come and, figure out a little bit about the company, but we need to support this because everything we do has a cost. It doesn't matter if it's a new product. What you don't see is you just can't go down there, bring something to a machine shop, have it make it and sell it. There's drawings, well, Talking Martelli is no different. So one of the questions that I have is we talked about supporting this, and your brilliant idea was, Dave, hello, I've been importing for 20 plus years. So my question to you is, and I know the answer to this, but they don't.
And we'll get into those later, by the way, but this is I love this question right here.
How important is it? Because let me caveat with this. How many people in their lifetime has tried to get into importing, not exporting, but importing, and try to make a successful business out of it, and they last for a year and they go out of business? Why is it? Why are you be able to do for importing what other people can't do? What have you figured out that other people don't know? I know the answer to this, and I'll kind of give you just a little cheater thing. The relationships that you have with the people that you import. I guess the best way is that how come other people can't do what you do, as far as importing and getting those relationships? How do you go about doing that?
Well, it's going to be a surprise to you, and no surprise to you. The short answer is the Lord.
No, yeah, I'll be.
So obviously, we start out with the Lord. Being in the way, God leads, right?
That's right.
So I wouldn't say that I can do things that nobody else can do. I just think I've been in the way, and God's opened the doors. Now, probably wouldn't be able to do that today. Things were different 20 some years ago.
A lot different.
A lot different. And so I was there at the right time, at the right place.
To create that relationship, that bond with the
And it
people.
always-
You're a phone call away to them, whereas people have to go through 17 avenues and red tape now.
Right.
Well, it's
Right.
more than that. And hopefully I'm not speaking for you. But like some of these products, all the homework has already been done, because if you bring in the wrong products, that's your name. You're dealing with your name. One bad product the publicity for one product that's bad far surpasses
Because the next one
multiple
is the
good
same.
products.
They assume.
I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's very difficult, but what I generally do is, what would I like? Or what would my husband like? Or what would my son like? Or that kind of a thing. Because you've got to have something that is general enough
Right.
that enough people would
But
like it.
It's more
But-
than that.
Well, then,
because let's say
You tell them how you feel.
Well, I want to add to that, because this is so important for people to understand, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but I know there's a lot of people out there. Yes, you know what I like. Yes, you know what other people like and what you like. But let's say you like this pen. You can export 9 billion pens. How do you, the quality of the products that you get in and out, that's why people go out of business. It's more than just understanding that you need
there's a
pen.
lot of communication that goes into getting a product. I just don't say send me 100 of those.
That's what I want you to tell them.
I do. I communicate with them. I either know them or I ask a lot of questions. I get a sample in. I mean, there's behind the scenes that go in.
There's that vetting process.
That's what I want them to understand, because when we're asking, hey, I want you to support this channel, or hey, I have a new product that I want you to get, I want them to know, like, let me give you a prime example. For the wheels, I showed nobody the wheels. I had 24 sets this morning. I said, hey, I'm going on Talking Martelli. We're going to show you a new product. Didn't even tell them what it is for the first post. The second post, I said, okay, I have so many people that are wanting to see it, so I'm going to show. I posted a picture, and I had 24 sets. They're all gone before. Nobody's still seen it yet, other than the picture on.
They've seen a bag. That's as close as they've seen.
So why?
My question is this, David. Is it because you're a good salesman and I hope they had chairs.
Yeah, no, they did. They had chairs. You could tape them to your arms and
Let
legs.
me tell you something. Those chairs, there's 500 people. There's 500 in the waiting for those. So.
Okay. But no, we want to get the very best for our customers, because your name is everything. It's just like your character, right?
That's correct. You only have one.
You only have one character, and you want to You want to protect it,
That's
right? Because your name says a lot.
You only get one shot at it. That's right.
Only one shot, and if you're lucky, you can repent and have two.
Correct.
But yeah, so
But they
we
still
try to
remember.
get the very best product
That's
that we
correct.
can for our customers, because our customers are more important than anything else.
Oh, and I think that shows in our customer service. I don't care what department it's in. Now, that's kind of what I was talking about, though. So we have 24 sets of wheels. How can we sell 24 sets and have a waiting list before I even show it? Because how many wheels are out there?
Well, that was
You
my
can get-
question. Are you a good salesman?
A million
or-
wheels are out there. They just
Here's
know
my
that
point.
it's coming from the right source.
Here's my point. We talked about 9 billion pens. There's 3,000 wheels that you can buy out there. How can we sell 24 sets of wheels before we even show it? Because we've already established the fact that if we don't have the best, it's not going out there. They trust the brand.
Plus, that's custom. It's not just a wheel off the
Well,
shelf.
I know, but I'm just saying in general.
Well, just like
they
our
trust
fabric
the
sale,
brand.
when we take a 15-hour trip there and a 15-hour trip back, 30-hour trip to come back with zero,
Nothing.
it's because we know what they expect out of us as a brand. And once you compromise it once, I think David's saying, and you know this, once you compromise it once, like you were saying, you only get one shot at your name, your reputation.
And
your
here's
reputation.
a perfect example. I don't know what I was reading. I got on, it must have been a sponsor, and there were about 300 comments of people that were commenting on our product. For the most part, I'd say 98% of people were saying, oh, I love Martelli's, I love their product, I love this. But there were a couple in there that had issues. Now, that broke my heart, because I'm not satisfied with 98.
But
Hey,
here's
what
the
is the
thing.
problem? What can we do to
Yeah,
fix it?
That's exactly, yeah. It's
right.
like, well, hold
so
on,
you
then.
do reach out to them and say, oh, would you call the office? Would you tell them I told you to call?
Yeah, you don't
I
leave
mean,
them alone, yeah.
But
those two people, the 5 million, hey, pat on the backs, and then the
are
one or
great.
two is like, that's the only thing you remember.
That's the ones I wanted to fix.
I cannot
wanted
tell
to fix
you
it.
how many
But I
long
think
arms
you
I've
want
sold
them
from
for
one
life once
customer
you
that
reach
started
out
off
to
having
them.
a problem with
Make
us.
it personal.
Absolutely.
It was a customer that had a rotary cutter problem at a show, was really, really upset. I begged her for the opportunity, chance to get to talk to her. We fixed a rotary cutter. We've been since longtime friends, and I probably sold 4 or 5 long arms of people that she has brought into me. And this was a person years and years and years ago that was mad about a rotary cutter that she had that was broke, that I begged her. She was so unhappy she didn't want to give me. I begged her to give me the time of day. It took about 15 minutes working with her, and now she's really, really good friends with the family, and she's one of our #1 advocates for our products.
I did something for Cindy Bemis, that's the rotary cutter, and she's like what she, I mean, she's a
that's
lifelong
it.
person. I mean, we have those relationships.
The thing is, I want the friendship before I want the customer.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
because
so
there's longevity if you do that.
Yeah.
If it's about the friendship and not just about the product, that relationship's going to last.
So this
forever.
episode has turned into kind of how do you create relationships and make it work in your area. It doesn't have to be business related.
Right.
It could be personally related. Hey, well, maybe you're trying to fix something in your own family. You know, something that's broken down. It's about how make that impact on your reputation and make it stick.
That's
so it's
right.
kind of turned into, that's what Talking Martelli is all about, is we can spin this any which way we want.
Yeah.
But,
Well, getting back to being Martelli, the reality show.
oh yeah.
Why do it? Really? When you think about why, are we doing it just to be famous? And I don't think that's
Why,
going
are
to
you
be
asking
it.
me why I'm doing it, or are you asking why we're doing it?
I'm asking why we're doing it.
Well, you can answer that. I'll tell you why I'm doing it.
Okay.
If you're asking me on a personal level why I'm doing this, because I made a promise to God many, many years
Well, that's
ago
what I was gonna
that I
say.
would use me where you will. If you open the doors, I will let your glory shine through where I can. I'm not going to force it. You have to open the doors. Where you open the doors, I will do what you have called me to do. And if quilting is my ministry, that's where I will let your love shine through.
And that's exactly, I think, how the whole family feels. That is our opportunity to say, hey, there's more than life in business.
That's right.
I mean, we have to live, we have to eat, we realize that. But it's relationship, it's building those relationships, it's loving people and loving them into heaven with us so that we will have eternity together. To laugh, to have fun, to just reach out to those that are lonely and that community.
I know you've done it
A
many
community.
times, and I know David and I have done. We've talked to people all the time that are customers of ours that I've talked to 5 years ago.
Yep.
Maybe a prayer
Yep.
with them. Maybe
Yep.
help
Sometimes
them.
that's
Some people call me and let me know that the hubby that I sold a table to help her has passed away. She just wanted me to know
Yeah.
because John liked me, or Bill.
Yeah.
And it's
It happened to me last week.
it's
We had a customer that come in. His name, I call him Mr. Mike Cutler, and his mother used to come in, and she absolutely adored me. We had a really close relationship. That's the one that won the machine at the
Yes.
open house.
Yeah.
And that, you don't even know this. I forgot to tell you. He called me up. She said, "Dave, I would really, really want you to know this. My mom would want me to tell you that how much that you meant to her, and that she had passed away, and that she just really loved you." And so this Thursday, coming up on the fabric sale, he told me that everybody called her Nana, so or nanny. So we're going to have a nanny sewing. We're going to the second Thursday of May every single year. We're going to have a nanny fabric sale. We're going to dedicate that to her. So and just
She
such
was
a
a sweet.
Oh man, she did a lot of charity work for the church, and just you could not have found a better.
she has her own day with us.
Yes.
Every year.
Every year she has her own day.
Yeah.
Here's looking at you, Nanny.
Yep.
Yeah,
So lot. That's what you're talking about. I'd hate to get off this because it's such a sentimental thing, but I do
It's
want to
okay.
ask
Hey,
you a
go
few
ahead.
more questions, Mom, because I want people to understand the background. So we talked about importing, right? Mm-hmm. We already talked about how important it is to develop good relationship with the import brokers. But how many different countries do you import from?
Oh, that's a good
And
question.
the reason why I'm asking you that is because so many people, if you start an import business, you can go to one country, we all know what country that is, and get a bunch of super cheap stuff. Just to show you it's not always about the price of a product, because you get same products in many different countries. How many countries do you import from? I can think 6 off the top of my head that I know for sure, so probably more than that.
Name them.
Okay.
Oh, I like it when she comes on.
Pakistan, Japan, India, Mexico. Hold on, I'm thinking. Pakistan, Japan, Canada, Mexico, some things in China. I'm missing a few.
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Thank you. Yep,
England.
Taiwan. England. Forgot that one.
Yeah.
Vietnam. Okay.
Yep.
So that's 8. Can you think of any other ones?
I sure can't.
So-
but you know, I'm not the only one that's doing it now. So
But
that's the
there's
thing.
probably double digits. It's
Yeah,
gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 10 or more. But the reason why I bring that up is because at the end of the day, if this was not just about building relationship building and having a testimony, if we were in this about the money, we would go to one country, because all the products that we're getting, we can get from China. We can.
We can,
It's
and
not
it's-
about that with us.
It's about the quality,
Quality. Quality.
not quantity, and how many you can get. Because we can get 1 million of this and save a ton of money, like you said. But like you said, you throw that out there, and the name it's yeah.
Yep.
All right, this is important too, and you're going to kind of have to go on a little tangent in this, I believe. So we talked about, waking up one day and say, okay, let's have a rotary cutter, let's sell it, right? We don't do that. So when we do import, because we have to bring the best of the quality out, when we do import, sometimes how much testing and how many products do you have to get from these 10 plus countries to make sure that you're getting the right, and there's a reason why I'm asking this specific question. How many countries do you have to go through? Like, let's say, we're going to talk about this later, so we're going to use this perfect opportunity. We're going to use this right now, right? We started talking about Martelli, getting in, exporting products, and what kind of products. Well, I told Mom, nail care. You know, we talked about, you know, beauty, nails, and all
We
that.
had skincare, just
So I said, Mom, we are in an industry that's predominantly women, not all, there's some great men quilters out there, but predominantly women. And men and women love to take care of their nails, whether it be for cleanliness or whether it be painting nails and whatnot. How many sets did you have to go through to be able to import this quality of the entire nail set with all these different tools? How many countries did you have to go through, and how many sets of products did you have to try before you settled on this one product, which I will attest because I used it last night. Fantastic.
yeah. See, I didn't get.
I didn't give it to you. Yeah, I do all the testing around here so I can keep it. I can accidentally forget to bring it back in.
Do you see mine?
Those are called mud hooks, man. So
That's why I need that.
To answer your question though, how much did you have to go through to get something of this quality, which I'm going to show you at the end of today's session, by the way.
You're gonna. These are fantastic.
Do you want my honest answer? My honest answer is sometimes products, right, are right the first time. And I can judge now because I've been doing it long enough to tell whether something looks quality or not.
Right.
And then I get it
Let's
over.
call it what it is. You knew it was crap, and you knew it was quality.
And I know the company. I know them for their sharpness. I know them for a lot of, you
Well,
know.
and I
you
think
did
that goes into
really
what
good.
David was saying earlier. They know you.
Yeah, and they know I
Ain't gonna
wouldn't
take-
Right, exactly.
When we went to look at that fabric a few weeks back ago,
Yes.
we stayed overnight and I didn't have my clippers and it was driving me nuts because I hate longer fingernails. I stopped by the gas station and got these clippers
That's
for
right,
like
he did.
$7. And I'm like, I've got the things jammed all the way to the bottom and it's not even cutting through
I
the nail.
hated them.
$6. $6.
He
for
threw them
this.
away right after he
I
used
was
it.
so aggravated. But my point being is, that's what I'm talking about. She can go to China and get fingernails. She can go to Japan and get fingernails.
I
She
need
can
'em.
go- Yeah, and the thing is, you can get all this stuff from these different countries, and most of the time it doesn't work. So what you're saying with this particular one, you got lucky?
No, I didn't say I got lucky.
No,
I said
she
I
knew
know
what she was looking at.
companies that major on sharpness
Okay.
and scissors and things like that. So I know where to get
So
those
there was a
things.
method to the madness
Yeah.
with this. Okay.
So, but generally speaking, we have gotten, I'm not going to lie, we've gotten products in that we've tried to put out there and we get 2 or 3 customer complaints and that's it.
Gone.
They're on the shelf.
See ya.
Yep.
Yep.
And it
Sitting
might have
on the
worked.
shelf.
And it might have worked really, really well for us. But at the time the customer gets it, there's some things that we maybe didn't realize or we didn't look into as thoroughly as maybe we
Right.
should have.
Well, you don't know.
Or
You
had a
sometimes-
chance to do it. It
Yeah.
was one of those that
Yeah.
we have to see how it works out on this
Exactly.
one because
There's several products like
That's
that.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's several products.
So we
but
do-
I'll say 99% are completely, we can do 100% better. This right here is quality. I
Yeah.
mean, the weight alone you feel.
Yeah.
I was really, really happy with these when I saw these yesterday. Matter of fact, I'm keeping the ones that I have, but I'm like, Mom, these are excellent. The first time a couple people get this.
The customers need them first.
Well, thank goodness. Hopefully we have enough on this
You don't
one.
want what he's used anyway.
No, but I'm going to go through this at the very end. I just use it for an
Super
example because
cool.
I had it in front of me. But the question was how much testing. Okay, let's put this aside now, right? I'm going to ask you the same question again without this product.
Okay.
What do you? How much testing is done when you import a product? How much testing do you do before you know that you've gotten the right one? Not this product, but products in general.
Well, we of course do testing. We don't send anything out without testing. However, there have been occasions where we've got it out, we've been in a rush because people wanted something, we've sent it out, and they've really become our beta testers, and they say, no.
Yes.
And when they
we
say-
have a select few that you
We
say,
have
I
a-
know who,
yeah.
We won't call any names out, but we know who you're talking about.
Right. And then they test them for us.
Which is great because
Because they're real quilters, they've been doing it a long
and
time.
they get
Impartiality.
they get the first dibs.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
That's-
answered this
that's
because
good.
this is going to bring me into one of my last questions,
But they're
Brian. I don't know if
honest-
you have anything to add.
honest answer.
But if you, okay, let me see how I want to ask this. All the people out there that love to sew and quilt and do other things that are our customers, how often are you able to have a customer call in or have a suggestion where you're able to find a specific product that will fit? And I'm going to give you a prime example because it just so happens my next product up here actually came from a customer months and months ago, but it took a lot of testing. But how often do you get a product idea from somebody watching that either sees us at trade shows, sees us on the virtual trade shows, but come up and say, hey, I have a really good idea. Like the windows, for example, with Anti-March.
Yeah,
How
you
often
know,
does that happen?
the Bible says that you know you're a fool if you don't listen.
That's right.
So God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? So it's our, or at least my philosophy, and I'm sure it's all of ours, that if you want a good business, you listen to the customers you're selling to, because they're the ones you want to please. I could like something all day long, but if my customers don't like it, what good is it?
That's right.
You know,
it can't be a personal. It's got to be an overall.
It's right. And as far as customers bringing information to us, God bless you. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
Absolutely.
And I've always told the customers this because I think it is our philosophy. Y'all didn't even have to tell me because it exudes it already. Our customers have created this enterprise because of what they need.
More than that, they've become family.
That's right.
Because when they come, they feel like they're a part of us, and we definitely feel like we're a part of them.
They love that.
They become a part of us. They become our family, and it's one big giant family. And they talk nice about us. We talk nice about them because it's true. You know, it's true.
It's the most rewarding atmosphere you can ever be in.
Patricia Ross said, God provides the people for us to develop relationships too. We never know who or what will come into our paths. That is absolutely right. And then also Norma Lejudas said, Martelli is a trusted brand and company. So we thank you for those kind words. We thank you for those kind words.
We send that love immediately back out there.
Yep.
All right, Brian, do you have anything that you want to add? Because I want to...
I think I've probably interrupted about 15 times today.
Yeah, well, there's a lot here. I mean, there's a lot.
That's why I love this, because it's no structured form. If I've got we have tangented on every question we've asked.
Yeah.
It's what I love about it. There's no structure to any of this. And I'm glad she wasn't able to prepare.
Well, I try to want to give her things, and I know when I interrupt a lot of times, it's questions while I'm thinking about it that I think the customer or I think the person watching would want to have answers.
Well, sometimes I get so caught up because I'll ask a question because I want to know, because I feel like I'm outside looking at it like, hey, how did you do this? So like knowing that there's 10 or so different countries out there that we get it from, knowing that we're coming in here, and now that I'm kind of on an inside part of it as far as at the storefront and everything like this, I get to see that product that you bring in, and it doesn't go out before we look at it.
Nope.
Because you were asking for something today, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, owls or something. And I was like, we ain't got no owls in here. You know what I mean? The birds. I said, are you talking about them, the ice pigs? She goes, yes, but it wasn't the ice pigs. But
Okay, I get to interrupt now.
Okay, go ahead, Gran. Floor is yours.
You're talking about products and tools. You're talking to the quilting industry. I'm not the quilting industry, but I am a tool person. I love tools, Martelli tools. I love the black scissors, the little small black
the precision scissors.
Those are very popular.
They're my favorite
so
tool
sharp.
of all the Martelli tools.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
I love those.
Those little guys, but they're so, they're special.
Get right in that. In my work, I get in there so tight. So what's the magnifying glass, kids? I get in there so tight that those scissors are just.
We got one of those coming too, Graham. And that's another great thing. Yeah, that's another great thing about our company is so
she
many.
Gets first dibs.
Yes,
That's
you
right,
know,
I
Graham
do.
gets free stuff. But you know,
I
so
do.
many of our tools cross over, and that's one of the great things that we have with our company is that if you buy something, you don't typically just buy. Thank you, Zeke. You don't typically just buy them for one thing, but for many things. Graham, what do you like so much about those?
They get right. I said they get right in the work.
They're called precision
It's
scissors
precision,
for a
yeah.
reason.
If I'm joining two pieces of fabric together that have been with the soldering iron and the soldering right in there, it's tough. It's hard. I mean, the soldering, the heat makes fabric. It
You
melts
need the
it.
scissors to work to the edge all the way down as deep, and it's because a lot of scissors only work right in this crawl area, right?
Oh, I don't cut
And then
my
it
patterns
takes
with
it right there at
scissors.
the
I
front.
cut my patterns with the tool, the Martelli tool.
Right. Oh yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Or the soldering iron. That's what I use. But this is so great for the tiny, tiny things. I'll put like a violet together, and I use the soldering iron to seal it, and it'll be hard. There'll be just that little where the two meet and melt. That's hard. These get right in there, just in the tiniest little place, and cut it right out. I love
I
it.
think we've had, I think that is
She
a
should do a
number
video.
one product, right?
Is it?
It's a top
Yeah,
selling
it's,
product.
it's a top selling
we go
product.
to a show that we don't come back with any of those. So.
Yeah.
Miss Missy, Miss Eva Missy
must
said,
have 12.
love this family. It's
Everyone.
been a pleasure to find you last year. You are stuck with me. No,
Ah.
ma'am, you are stuck with us.
Yeah.
That's how we feel about it. You're
That's
stuck
right.
with us.
You're not
we
getting
want
rid of
you.
us.
Yeah,
You're going to have to get a, what do you
family
call
for
it?
life.
We go to the courthouse and get one of those orders.
Yeah. Change the
Restraining
name.
order?
Yeah.
Not a restraining
So
order.
what? No.
No.
No,
It's called
I hope not. maybe from David, but we love you.
You want a restraining order? You get that from Brian, but you're part of
Adoption.
Yes. And you're part of the family, so you are adopted in, Miss Missy. Welcome to the family.
I think it was.
All right, Brian, we're getting close to the end, man, and we got to start.
Whoa, man! Is it sponsor time?
Yeah, it's getting really close.
yeah.
Is there anything that anybody wanted to add? I think today was a great show.
See, this is what I love about it because there was this was last minute. We had a great time. We kind of got an origin of how a lot of this came on, and Graham T was here to give her origin about it as well. And then we got to go off on different.
Well, today was
tangents
supposed
and
to
stuff.
be we were supposed to have a special guest in the fishing industry, and it was a last minute cancel.
Yep.
And then my dad got rushed to the hospital, so I thought my mom and my grandmother weren't going to be here. So this was just a last minute thing. That's one of the reasons why my mom didn't get to see the questions, but I wouldn't have showed her anyways because I wanted everything to be authentic.
Well, honestly, we could talk all day
Yeah,
long
we could.
about
You can.
how it started because there's a lot of neat
So
stories
we'll
to it.
we'll
but-
always have y'all on because this could be okay. Part 2 and part 3, part 4. I think we should do this at least quarterly with y'all. I mean, at least because it's so much to go over.
Well, we had a lot of fun. We thank you for inviting us, and thank you guys for doing such a great job and representing Martelli in such a wonderful way.
We love y'all.
And,
And just since
I'm very, very, very thankful for it.
just since I've been here, I've had 4 people text me, "Hey Dave,
Same
this
here.
is Miss Wirtz. Can I get a set of the wheels, please? Miss Branch, can I have a set of the wheels, please?" I think we're out of them, but I promised I was gonna show them, so I'm still gonna show them anyways.
We did get approval to get a list, a back order list.
Yes, yeah.
We
We're
did
gonna
get
start a
approval.
back order list, but let me go ahead and start with this.
Shall we leave? Or
No,
we
you
shall-
can stay. You
No.
can stay. And if you want to leave, you're welcome
Okay.
to. But we're gonna start with
Well,
this.
just go last.
Okay, gotcha.
We only have 2 more hours.
All right, so we're going to start off. Well, let me
got
start off
10
by saying
minutes.
this. So, Talking Martelli obviously has to be a sponsored show. We'll work really hard. We have an e-commerce website that's well, actually, it is done. They're just waiting on pictures.
Content.
No, we have content. I'm just waiting on pictures on a lot of the products, which we're waiting on a box. But anyways, we're asking for your help in sponsorship. So we always try to get the best of the best products. Anybody knows that if Martelli brings something out, yeah, we want you to sponsor the show. Yes, we want you to buy some of our really cool products. But you already know, this is why we've been in depth, that the product that you're getting is already going to be the top of the line.
That's
so
right.
the first
and
thing
you're
that I
going to
want,
get it at
Good price,
a
that's the-
great introductory.
that's the other thing that I want to tell everybody is you're getting the best product at the best prices. So we're going to set this here.
This is awesome, and
Right there.
I hope y'all leave one.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay,
One,
this
one,
is a
one, one?
16-piece
Yeah.
set. We're going to start off with the small scissors, right? Really good, really sharp, nice quality. Has a little round edge to get in there. We can call it for if it would be a guy. And
Tilt
it's-
that for
as
put
much
it
as-
against the wheels,
Yeah.
David, if you don't mind. There you go.
As bad as this might sound, but for nose hairs and things of that nature. It also has a side clipper that's held on. Has a nice holster right there.
Right here, David.
Is that the one we're on?
Right
okay,
here.
so we can do this
There you
right
go,
here.
boss.
All right, thanks. So if you want to get like some of
17
those
cameras in
nails on the side, like big toenail, whatever, that's a great device to be able to use that. Now here's the good stuff.
Look at the case, though. Everything has its own area.
The tweezers actually touch. Really good quality, and they're strong tweezers. So if you want to get those eyebrow hairs, that would work really well for that. Okay.
Did you ever get
Or
your
pull
eyebrows
out those
waxed, David?
ingrown toenails.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and ingrown toenails, that's another good feature for
Ooh.
it. Then we have the large These are the ones that, as soon as I picked these up yesterday, I was like, wow.
What
these
you don't know
really
is the
good.
weight on those are superb.
Yes.
You don't want a flimsy one now. You want that weight on that so you know it'll get
That's
through
the first
your
thing.
nasty toenails.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I recognized yesterday when I picked them up. I'm like, the weight on these are totally different. They're just like really solid and not the El Cheapo ones is what I call them. So you have the large ones, right? And of course they have its own spot. Then you have the small one, right? It has its own spot. And again, that has the clippers that are angled. So you can get, if you do have those ingrown toenails, if you have a problem with that, and you want to be able to get in there and cut, it has a side angle on it right there.
See, that's I'll clip
This
mine
one
and I
piece
get scared
alone.
on the ends,
Yeah.
and I say, I'll just leave it. It'll grow out. Don't do that, y'all. It hurts.
Yeah, this one right here is
That's
it's
the
worth
one.
its weight in
Yeah.
gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then this, I love this, and there's so many uses to mention all, but I just want to show you the products, okay? So a nice little file, right?
So file.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, she's already working on it. Look at there. Go ahead, David.
Mom, you're gonna have to help me out with this because I don't know what that is.
Well, when you're mad at somebody,
Poke them in the eye.
Okay, all right.
don't
Now,
really
we're
poke
not
them.
talking the Italian way. We're talking about.
The real uses. I'm
Is
just
that
gonna
hey?
show
Is
you-
that to push your cuticles down with?
I'm sure.
There's-
I don't know though. I don't want to
I
guess.
think
Is that
Yes,
what that for?
yeah.
To push them?
So
push it in and clean out the sides of your fingernails. right?
Or to get down in that toe jam.
that's where I was going to tell you where I thought this one came in. But this has a point so you can get underneath those nails, right? And then this one right here, these two I wasn't really sure about.
Like a whole spot. It's like a
It's like
spot
it's like a
kit.
mini spot kit. It really is. It really is. And this one has a cover on it, so I'm sure that has a little sharp blade on there right there. I don't know what that's for, but yeah, be careful with that.
Is that a
So
little
several,
better?
and I know this will clean nails, right? That will clean nails. But you'll see as soon as you decide to
yeah.
purchase this, you'll be helping us support our webpage and
Yeah,
our
that, you know how
e-commerce
that
site.
grown skin?
That's
You know
to
how
get
they
that
use
dead skin.
Dead skin,
Yeah,
grown skin.
okay.
It just pushes it down. See,
It's like a
that.
chisel for
Yeah.
your dead skin.
That
really
makes perfect
nice.
sense.
Yep.
And this comes to a really, really sharp point right there. And then of course
No,
the
when you're
brush-
gardening, and
gardening,
you get all that dirt,
Yep.
it's hard to get the dirt out.
Yep.
Even when you use soap and water.
Be careful,
those,
bud.
Those tools.
So a lot of really nice
case is
tools.
really nice
and then
as
of course
well.
the case is really nice. Where's the little plastic piece that goes on here? I don't want to lose that. I'll find it in a minute. But anyways, this case is really nice. I think I put it the wrong way. And it, like I said, 16-piece set, right? So let's talk about this for a minute. What are we doing on the intro price on this, Mom? Was it 25? What was the intro price on this? Because I honestly don't remember. and I didn't
Honestly,
write it
it's gonna.
down.
Yeah, you didn't, because I think it was we're doing 29
Yeah, when you
before
said
sale.
25, when
Oh,
she's
29 was
silent
a
like
sale?
this,
Yeah.
you know that you did it
Well,
wrong.
can I, since I said 25, can we start off with 25 just as an intro price? Would you do
As
that?
long as it doesn't go on the website for that price. Okay.
So I'm going to give an introduction. I'm going to give an introduction price for only the people that are watching the show.
The Talking Martelli
It's
price.
going to go online on sale as an intro price for $30, but I'm going to do it right here for 25, which means you have to call me because it's not going to go on the website for less than $30.
Can we call call that or call the storefront?
No,
or-
I'm going to give you two numbers.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
can call Brian or myself, or text Brian or myself.
Absolutely.
My number is 850-512-2222. One more time, 850-512-2222. And then I'm going to let Brian give his number in a second. But you have to put, we'll call it a spot kit. Spot kit, your name, and your phone number. Text me that. Well, I already have your phone number. Just text me your name and put Spa Kit, and we'll call you back and we'll send. And we're going to do
We'll
it
give
for
you a
$25.
check. We'll say got it, got you. We'll respond to you if it's. Now there's only one box of these. There's
Yeah, I don't know how many's in the box, but I have one box like this. But the wheels, I had a big box like this.
They're
and they're
gone.
gone. They're all gone.
My number for Brian now
think we have
is
50.
850-232-3714. So again, you can text or call. Remember, always leave a message, no matter what. Whether text is easy so I can see it, 850-232-3714. Either me or Dave will take care of you.
Yep. And then the wheels, I'm going to talk about the wheels really quickly. So first thing you have to know about our wheels is all of our wheels universal. So this is the wheels that came on the Martelli table.
And they're great. They're good.
Great
Don't
wheels.
get me, those are good wheels. Those are really good wheels.
Yep. And one of the things that people have with, because all wheels are just like this, right? But one of the things that you have a problem with is you get the threads caught up there, and they roll well, but you start getting on carpet, it rolls a little bit more difficult.
Well, once you roll off carpet to a hard surface, if you got that dynamic, like there's a carpet right here.
Rocking.
It's plastic, so it causes flat spots.
Over time, it's going to wear out.
So we gave you a rubber.
That's a commercial grade. That's a roller blade.
Roller blade. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. But one of the couple of the difference we have is no threads can get caught up in this wheel at all. Now I want you to just listen. Let's listen. Let me see if I can put my neck down there. Let's do this first. Okay, you ready? I don't know if you can catch it on the mic.
It's going.
Yeah, because it's plastic on plastic. This is a bearing.
What?
You can't hear it at all.
Can you roll it?
Huh?
Will you go ahead and roll it?
Yeah, like that?
Yeah, roll it. Just roll it. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Did you even do it?
Yeah, I got what you're saying. So there's the wheel, right? But here's the cool thing. Giving you 5 of these wheels, and we're going to give you locking casters. All of our casters lock.
That's right.
Now, I saw an additional set that, because I always go try to find the stuff that we're bringing in.
That's right.
The ones that I found were 3 inch. They were $49 for a set of 5, and they didn't lock. All of ours are locking casters.
Every one. So whatever angle you're sitting at, you can lock one at any angle you're sitting at.
Correct. And they are 4 inches from here to here. They're 4-inch casters, which means it's a much larger wheel. And we're doing the same exact intro price. We're matching the price of $45. But comparable wheels, I guarantee you, are going to be $60. Guarantee it, minimum. I saw one site that had them $14.99 per wheel.
There was another one that was the $19.99.
Yes, per wheel. We're selling you a set of 5. With the shipping, it came to like $52. It was $7 for shipping. If you do decide that you want to get the wheels with the locking casters, we are already sold out. It comes in a bag like this, and there's 5 of them. Now, one other thing I want to talk to you about, I sold a lot of the first box that I have, I sold multiple sets to individuals because these are universal wheels. You don't need to put these just in Martellis. You can take any chair wheels out that have casters and put these in. So they go in anything with wheels that have wheel casters.
You sure about that?
Yes,
Right
I
there.
checked. Yeah,
Okay.
These are universal wheels.
You prove it?
Here, right here.
Watch this.
I can do it right here.
But that's ours.
Nope, not. But this is not. Look,
That one isn't.
this is not. Yeah. This is not our chair.
This is not ours. This is ours.
That is ours.
Okay,
Now
look,
watch.
ready? Take that.
Yep.
Take
They're
this
all
right here.
the universal. Watch this. Clips
These are
right in.
universal wheels.
Wow.
Now
Now I can take this one
you
out.
can take all these.
I can take
Watch
this
this.
out right here. Take another wheel out right here. They're universal wheels. They fit on anything. So,
They glide so much better.
Yep.
Now you wouldn't want to do one of these.
No, you want to do them all. Now, this is the other cool thing. We can sell them individuals, but I'm not going to do that anytime soon because some people have different price points and different budgets, right? So if you want to buy one at a time, we're going to have that set up on the website, but we're going to have a package deal for 5 on the website. But if you want it now and you want to be on the waiting list and you want to get it for the $45, thank you. You can do that right now as we speak.
Call, text, and we'll put you on the list. And when they come in, y'all will be the first available.
Yes, and let me give you the number for the wheels. If you want the spa kit, you can text Brian or myself. If you want the wheels, we already started a list, which I didn't tell them, so hopefully Tracy had it figured out. You can call 850-542-4440. 850-542-4440 and tell them that you want the wheels to be put on the waiting list. It's probably about a 3 to 4 week wait, I'm guessing. I don't know when they're going to be coming in, but all the 24 sets we have is gone. It sold out in hours. That's why I wanted to wait until the show to show up, but I had too many people messaging me.
But you might as well get on the list now because you're going to want them. I have David today told me to glide.
So I want to show you something. Just so you guys don't think, I know a lot of people out there are like, oh yeah, right, they don't sell stuff that quick. I just cleared my message thing like 2 minutes ago. Okay, you ready? Whoops, hold on. Don't want to delete it. I can't walk and chew gum. I'm trying to scroll up. Ready? You have me do it like this. Okay, ready? This was all done in the last 2 minutes. So things go really, 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 really quickly out here. So I just wanted to say thank you for the time. And I want to do a giveaway today. Mom, can we give away one of these? Can we give away a kit?
Can you give away the farm?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, not to you, Brian. All right, but so it is 3:30. It is time to break away. I know I want to say thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing the Martelli, Talk to Martelli. Thank you so much for supporting our group. Thank you so much for supporting our brand new website and our
Absolutely.
brand new e-commerce website. Mom, thank you. I love you. Thank you for coming on the show. Graham T, you know I love you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Asking me.
We appreciate y'all so much.
so much.
I love you guys. Thank you for even putting up with me.
Well, now I'll
David,
have to say
you're forced
this.
to.
It is a big chore to put up with you guys.
That's
but-
true. That's a full-time job in itself.
Just think dollar sign. That'll make it
All right,
worthwhile.
giveaway time. You ready?
Giveaway.
We're
Like,
gonna
hey,
go a
drum
little
roll.
less.
You gotta
gotta
help
do
us
the
do
drum
drum
roll,
roll this
Graham. You
week.
got to do it too.
Oh, I do.
Gotta do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Stop. Carol Froling.
Carol.
Congratulations, Miss
Is-
Carol.
She can come pick it up, can't
Yes,
she?
she's a local actually.
We have. I don't know if we've ever had one local get
That's
it.
the first.
Tell her to bring a canoe.
That's the first one that I
Yeah.
can remember. Miss Froling, congratulations on
Thank
your
you,
wonderful
sweetie.
spa kit. We love you, appreciate you. We will see everybody this Thursday from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Martelli Enterprise Facebook page.
Thank
See
you for
y'all
joining
then.
us. As always, with Talking Martelli, we'll see you next Tuesday as well at 2 o'clock.
Bye-bye.